when you hear twins like this, it's Tuesday.
Wait, you're such a mess. All right, so don't mind this Tuesday one. This Tuesday. Tuesday often considered the second Monday of the work week because it's far enough away from Monday to not be depressing, but close enough to feel like you're getting things done.
See, when you want to be dropping these nuggets, let me know so I can...
So that you can just get... And that's why I'm dressed for it now.
Yes.
So that's...
Professor, ladies and gentlemen, so fasten your seatbelt as we're about to take you on a journey with music you do not get to listen to every day.
Yes, we also help with movies and TV series on Tuesdays, be it comedy, animation, horror, adventure, or action. You are sure to get at least one here.
You are dropping things today.
Yes, no, I mean, that is what it is.
Wearing?
Perhaps.
Prof.
It is not prof, it is sassy.
Sassy.
Yes.
Since you don't want to miss out on the fun, join the conversation on our socials. We are at TVC Connect using the hashtag Esplash on TVC. You can also stream the show via our website, which is www.tvcentertainment.tv. Ladies and gentlemen, it's about time to know who the boy is. Every time I need to introduce myself, it's JP, Big J. You already know the vibes. Freshest boy on the block. Not time to check the clock. It's all love, no clock. Let's get it.
Okay, no Glock.
Yeah.
No Glock.
I did drop nuggets too. So.
Yeah, it's
I
okay.
try small.
It's your home girl right here. It's your girlfriend next door. It is the jewel in the crown. It's the hostess with the mostess, baby. It is Honey Money. It is Honey Flames. It is Honey on point. Because today is Tuesday, we're just going to keep it, you know, sassy.
It's a sassy
so
show.
the thing is, you must think that there is a sort of telepathy here.
No,
Get at.
it's sassy.
Get at! All right, we have an exciting show planned for you today with news items from the entertainment world, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, following that, we'll be joined by our guests for today, after which we'll wrap up the show with movies at the movies. All right, let's get it.
All right, guys, let's get straight into the entertainment news. Davido challenges Amaju Pinnick's breach of contract lawsuit. The legal tussle is about to begin as Davido has filed a preliminary objection to challenge the 2.3 billion naira breach of contract suit filed against him and his music label, Davido Music Worldwide Limited, by Brown Hill Investment Company Limited, and its chairman, Amaju Pinnick. In his preliminary objection, Davido promised his response on the grounds that the case is a debt recovery matter and that the claimant ought to have written a letter of demand first before rushing to court. He further claimed that the music executive Soso Barikon is not his agent and does not negotiate performance contracts on his behalf. While the singer claims that he was not paid for the show and that Soso is not his agent, he however admitted receiving the payment of $94,500 but stated that the sum was payment for only promotion of the show. In the sister case bordering on criminal defamation, Davido, through his team of lawyers led by Norrison Quakers SAN, senior advocate of Nigeria, also filed a preliminary objection challenging the jurisdiction of the court on the grounds that the defamatory statements were published online, but the claimants did not show that the defamatory statements were downloaded and viewed in Delta State to give the court jurisdiction.
Right, both matters have been adjourned to December 14, 2023 for the court to rule on the preliminary objections filed in both cases. If you would recall, Amaju Pinnick and his company had filed a 2.3 billion suit before the High Court of Delta State against Davido for an alleged breach of agreement and contract. The lawsuit also asked the court to avoid the amount as general damages against Davido following his refusal to honor the agreement and contract reached with him to perform at the 19th edition of the Worry Again event on October 6, 2023, for which he failed to appear after collecting the sum of $94,500. It is also stated that they incurred additional expenses of $18,000 to secure the private jet chartered to convey Davido, the first defendant, and his team, yet he refused to show up for the event. Okay,
stuff.
boxing gloves are out.
Interesting. In cases like this, of course it's a case, in cases like this, I'll just say that we should keep our fingers crossed.
Yeah.
But then Davido is saying that, he didn't know that the money was for that because, for him, it was for promotion, not to be a part of the event as such. And that it should have been written, first of all, for payment of, the debts or whatever thing we want to call it now. Not that you just go ahead and charge him to court. I am wondering what's going on your mind.
Well, to be honest, I feel like whatever the situation here is, Davido collected money to perform at an event.
Okay, so no, hold on.
Okay.
So we just read something, and he's saying that the money he saw is for promotion.
No. Okay, so maybe whatever they did in their contract clauses, or they didn't have written. That's the thing about written contract and stuff. You need to highlight every single category, every single word in there. Your lawyers need to highlight it, because you can't tell me there's no way they are doing promotion and you want to do promotion for 9,300.
Are you biased?
No, I'm not. I'm not biased.
No, I'm just trying to ask, because somebody is saying, no, you can't say no, there is no way. What if that is what I charge?
To be honest, the agreement was there. This is for the show. Whether it's for promotion or it's not for you, already committed yourself to a show.
Are you biased?
I'm not biased. I'm just saying here that he already took a wrong step forward. They are flying him. They are flying him. All expense paid, everything, jets paid for. That's not promotion. But
you
I mean,
can
the
be
lawyers,
flying me,
the lawyers at this point.
I will just be promoting the event for you.
See, trust me. The lawyers would always want to make their money. So when they see any comma or anything, they would take full advantage of it. So yes, they also are fault if that they agree to that and say that's promotional money, because they should have read the contract properly and know that those fees is a full cost. That's almost, I don't know what the full payment was, I can't remember, but that's almost more than 70% of what they're supposed to pay you for the show.
But
that's not promotional
I'm just
money.
being the devil's advocate right here, and I really think that if there was no contract as such, don't you think that if Davido claims that that's for promotion, because, they must have thought it through. And you know why this is interesting for me? Because these are two big people. And I want to know, because on a normal day, Nigeria judiciary, when it's a big man versus somebody that is not known, you know that maybe the big man, because of maybe perhaps a bribe, might just win the case.
Okay.
So I find particularly interesting. I really want to see where it's headed and what will happen at the end of the day.
To be honest, also is one of the reasons why people forget that whatever you admit on your social media handles is admissible in court, right? Your tweets, everything is admissible in court. So you're saying it's promotional money, but you came out to tweet and you said to the whole world that, you laughed at it and you say he's owing other people. What about the money you're owing? And you people want to start bringing out whatever dirty secrets you have.
But if that does not hold anything in the court of law, like you're owing other people, you are owing other people. What has that got to do with?
Actually,
you paid me for promotion?
I think I'm invested. I'm invested in this case now. I want to see the battle of lawyers.
I really, really want to see how this will play out at the end of the day.
Yep.
All right, and moving on. Enrique Iglesias announces retirement from music. Spanish singer and songwriter Enrique Iglesias is retiring from making music, as he has stated that his upcoming album will be his last. Addressing fans via Today.com, Enrique revealed this upcoming album will definitely be the last. He said, "It's finished. It's actually coming out in February. It's completely finished. What I want to do is shoot 1 or 2 videos right before the second leg on the tour and launch it." He added, "I've been working on this album for quite a bunch of years, and for me, it was always, like I said, my final album. This is it. I know I won't be doing any more albums. Just so you know, Since mid-October, Enrique Iglesias has been on the road with Ricky Martin and Pitbull for the Trilogy Tour, having enjoyed a successful 30-year career in music. His final album, Final Volume 2, is set to be released next year after its first single, SAS Last The Diss, featuring Maria Becerra, was unveiled in June. In 2021, the hero singer announced it would only be releasing 2 more albums, with his penultimate album aptly named Final Volume 1, which he dropped in September of that year.
I'm sorry. So for some funny reason, I don't have anything against Enrique Iglesias, but for some reason, Laiwa Sabi is in my head, and all I can hear is wrap it up. I mean, but the reasons I say that, I mean, he's been there for the longest. He's been in the game. I remember you babes used to sing, oh, let me be. Everybody was in love with him. So massive. It's amazing to still see him pushing and keep going. We wish him the best with this project, definitely.
Yes, we really wish him the very best. And one thing I know is that, I like it when people can set a particular time limit for themselves and say that, you know what, I am done. And I like it again because, I don't know whether it translates to this climb where you have to work and work and work. And at the end of the day, you're afraid to retire because you're like, what are you going to fall back on when you retire? But there, things are set properly. There is a structure, you get your royalties, you get all of these things, and so you can as well say that, you know what, I'm done, it's finished.
I mean, guess what? They're always going to make money. From their sales, from everything, from music sales, from online sales, they're always going to make money for the longest. So it's good to go. Definitely.
Fantastic.
It is.
And thank you so much for staying here with us. Joining us on the show this afternoon is a prolific Nigerian actress known for a consummate interpretation of movie roles. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make a welcome to the show this afternoon, Bolaji Ogunmola.
Hi everyone.
How you doing?
I'm very well. How are you?
Don't worry, the cameras does justice, and then Oshie, good to have you here.
Thank you very much.
How you doing?
I'm very well.
I mean, it's been amazing, the journey so far, and the raves, especially with Madame Koike that just came out as well. I mean, the raves has been crazy, and I just want to ask you, so far so good. How's the journey been?
I mean, right now it's been worth it.
Yeah.
I mean, you took a chance
Yeah.
to pursue your dreams, and it might work out, it might not work out. So we're thankful that it did. So yes, it's been a journey. It's been a journey.
I can actually really tell that it's been a journey because I've seen immense growth.
Absolutely, you keep getting better.
It keeps getting better.
Yes,
well
absolutely.
done. It's good to hear that from you. So you are a Netflix and Amazon sensation, Yes, every time we see you on this, I mean, I'm just so happy for you that, you have grown and then you're getting jobs. And it does not even look to me like you're being stereotyped in any way. You're having different roles every now and then, which is very nice. And I see that, most of these works that I see on Netflix or maybe on a particular cable channel is always the direction of Bjorn Stevens. And I really want to know, what's the relationship between you two? And then again, how has she been beneficial to you?
Bjorn Stevens gave me my first major break. So I will forever be indebted to that woman, forever. So, I mean, there's some directors you just have really good synergy with, and she is an amazing storyteller. I think every actor in Nigeria should work with Bjorn Stevens. Yeah, she's that good. And she has certain grace that, certain people have. And yeah, I feel like she's like a mother, big sister, mentor. Like every time I go on her set, I learn something, even as an actor, a human being, a producer. Her work ethics is amazing. She's an amazing human being. And yeah, I'm forever thankful to her. Yeah. Forever.
I mean, most times when I sit and I watch your character, maybe you're acting one serious character where you have to drop some nuggets. I'm like, Bolaji, on a normal day, she don't bust laugh at some point. So, how do you get yourself prepared for, these roles? How do you switch roles, different roles every time? And how do you mentally prepare yourself?
I mean, there are different ways. First of all, you have some characters you know in real life. You have friends that are a bit funny. They're, you also meet people. I think as an actor, you should observe your environment because I just picked up something from you as a presenter, how you're sitting, how you've been able to, and actors should observe. And most of the time, if I'm not in my jovial element, I'm always very quiet. I'm just watching because I might need, and I just store it because I might need it a script might come and I'm like, okay, I remembered Jay doing this. That maybe I should just use that, that's it. That's one way to go about it. Another is research. When you're playing certain characters, you're playing biopics and stuff like that, you research. It's very good to research. I do that too. And I feel like I also just, I'm present.
Yeah,
yes, I immerse myself. Then I drop it afterwards.
Oh, wow.
Yes, yes.
Have you ever immersed yourself in a certain character and then afterwards it was hard for you to detach?
Yes, sometimes. I remember doing Iyawomi. It's about mental health for Moabudu.
Okay.
Yes, and it was so hard afterwards. I was so sad. So sad, I'm like, no. I had to get out because I was so immersed in that character, which most of the time I try to drop it at work. Most of the time, but sometimes they just stick with you and just.
And you wish you have like somebody to give you some therapy.
Well, that's how you have like good support system around you to help you and just say, Bolaji,
remind you of
who you are. Yes.
Yeah. Interesting stuff. Okay, so I mean, I would like to know. I think I saw you somewhere. You said that you would like to act a biopic.
Yes, I've been saying.
And I want to know. Do you think you're fulfilled? And if you think, okay, answer that question first.
Do I think I'm fulfilled? I'm such a go-getter. Like, I have, like, some crazy dreams, I'm thankful.
Okay.
I'm thankful for where I am, but I'm hopeful for where I'm going.
So what sort of biopic are you looking at?
I don't know if you know the story of Noshun. I've said it so many times. Funlayo Ramsokuti will have been the best, but they have
done it. Okay, so how come you didn't hear about it?
I mean, it's okay. It will happen one day.
I get it.
Yes, and also House of God, because I'm from Ogunmola family, really, like Bashoro Ogunmola. I'm like, okay, they did this thing, but I mean, it will happen. It would happen. It will happen.
Amazing.
I look forward to that.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the new movie that we're promoting the series. Let's talk about the character you played in Sloan King. Let's talk about Celeste.
Yes, Celeste. Before I got here, they showed me like tweets.
Yeah.
So I really am not really on Twitter, and I saw that people really hate her. And I'm like, I'm nice. But I mean, I liked it. I mean, that means that we did a good job.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Yes, and Celeste is the queen that never was. She wants to be queen. She wants to rule Orolede. And, did it happen? Did it not happen? You have to watch her to see. She's ruthless.
When you watch yourself, I don't know whether you have watched yourself in this, but when you watch yourself, how do you feel?
For the longest time, I couldn't, because I'm the biggest critic of myself. But I have to also watch, and see what I can do better. Maybe I should. But I mean, that's one thing as an actor you shouldn't do is I should have. It's a spontaneous reaction. Acting is reacting. It's not about you overdoing or underdoing. It's being present. So if that is the reaction that came at that point, that is what it is.
Why should I watch Celeste?
She's ruthless. She's mean. She's daring. She's strong. She's also a go-getter because she has a goal, and she's a woman.
Wow, that's
so there should be a soft spot.
Yeah, I mean, think about the Celeste.
Just like
soft
a woman
life.
king.
It's a soft. Oh my God! I love it.
I mean, so much has happened, even in Nollywood industry.
Yeah.
In terms of transition, the different things that have happened. Back in the day, there was no social media, there was no online presence. Now it's different. And then I mean, I just want to touch on this a bit. We have legends who have been, falling ill and all that stuff, hospital bills here and there. It's happened numerous times. And then we always talk about how does the industry work? what's better now? Should there be royalties on movies? Should people get what do you think about that, and how do you think it should work properly so that in future occurrences like this don't happen?
Yeah, I feel like right now is mostly one-off payment, and especially if you are like a lead or like the story revolves around you, you should get some back end from that, even if it's just 1%. That can just guarantee that you get something from something that you made.
Yeah.
But it's not like that here, and it's not like the money is also very great, because you know how naira to dollar is, and naira is really falling, and the cost of living and also now being in front of the camera where you have to look a certain way, be a certain way,
and off the camera too. And you have to be the celebrity.
Yes, and I feel like we should get, especially if the person is the lead, and even in Hollywood, there's some characters that the person plays and they never do any other thing.
Yes, and they earn from that.
You need to earn from that. And there's some characters like that also in Nigeria where the story cannot be complete without that person.
So do you think that this thing you're saying will ever get there?
We will. Yes.
I mean, if the music industry can get to the point now where everybody, Wizkid and the rest, are making money from streams and all that, and split sheets, producers can make their money as well. I mean, I think we will.
There will be no case of somebody taking ill at the end of the day. People are begging for money, after the person has been brilliant and has offered so much.
Over time. Over time. And this is where the guild also comes in. I feel like if every actor is maybe, for every project you do, there's a certain amount that just goes into your life insurance, it will help. Those are the things that, even if we don't even have a guild as a human being, and my fellow actors, if you're watching or you hear, life insurance is something that you should think about. Have health insurance. But obviously, it should be the guilds that is helping.
Help people.
Yes, and also
not
even
an individual thing.
And also because not everybody is knowledgeable. Because you are in front of the camera, we have people in Asaba, different places across board that are actors, and you need to inform.
And include them.
And just inform, okay, these are the options, not everybody that went to school and that are knowledgeable and that they are, vast traveled and stuff like that. So we need to inform our people to say, okay, get health insurance, get life insurance, so your kids too can also, go to school. And
It's such a mouthful.
Yeah.
Wow. I was just carried away watching Slum King Excellence right there. Very proud a human being.
Yes.
Very proud.
Normally proud.
Like, I want to see more. The acting is so
good.
It's so real.
It's so real.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's wrong with her? Why is she giving all those attitude?
Attitudes. You need to watch. Yes, the acting in Slum King, everybody from the young actors to the established actors, everybody
brought their A.
Like, everybody was out for blood.
Wow.
You're on set and you're like, oh my God, I've never met this person before. But the person is giving you, is being present and just feeding you the right energy. Oh my God, it's such an experience.
And I think that will make your work seamless.
Easier.
At the end of the
Because
day.
you're not,
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, working with this production team on this production, what stands out for you more? I mean, aside what you just mentioned, that everybody brought their A game. What's the most memorable moment on set, the most challenging moment? What was it like?
Okay, so I have to give major shout outs to the writers. They did an amazing job. The material that we had to work was phenomenal. I mean, major shout out to the writers. That's one of the things I like about the project. Also, the scale. It was a major scale. Like, it wasn't something we did small. It was big. It was what it was supposed to be, And memorable moments. Toby Bakri and Olarotimi, they didn't like me. They couldn't stand me. Even off and on camera, they were trolling me. Wicked witch. I would be laughing my head out. I'm like, okay. So that was very fun because obviously they kept on trolling me, and I'm like, okay, maybe there's something I'm doing here. Because the first time I ever met Toby was on this project. They're like, Excellency, I don't like you. I'm like, I don't like you too. and that became a thing, even till now, but it's all love on set. It's just, bant. And most challenging will be, we have to do a lot of late night shoots.
Oh, okay.
Having to not sleep and overnight, because a lot of the scenes were at night and we needed to film that was really stressful because you don't get your sleep and you have to come back the next day and there's scheduling because, it's a big cast.
Yeah.
Things will happen. and just messes up your schedule. And obviously, you fight with line producer, you get. But at the end of the day, one of the amazing things about this project is the ability for everybody to make it work. It doesn't matter the arguments, it doesn't matter the fact that everybody just wanted it to work, regardless of whatever happened. That was very good for me, and I loved it. Shout out to Slum King team.
I would just quickly like to ask, because of course we don't have much time. Apart from acting, is there any other plans you have in the future or something for yourself, like other things that you want to do?
Well, I produce.
Apart from production, apart from movies?
Movies. Okay, so for me, I was thinking, well, one of the things I am very passionate about is women and children. And, you know, maybe having a foundation, even having a film school. I love film. See, anything about me is majorly film.
Yeah.
And I have other business. I have a store. I have some bit of real estate, I guess.
Okay.
You know, yeah, so that. But for me, I love film, movies, you know, creating and...
Amazing. I know that you're a vibe, you know, just as much as you like to work and immerse yourself, you also like to unwind and you know, just relax. So, quick question. Wizkid, Burna Boy, or Davido?
3 of them. Why do I have to choose?
Thank you so much.
I don't have to choose.
I wasn't expecting that. I'm like,
I don't have to choose. They're all amazing.
They are, actually.
Please.
Like,
because I will not be a part of that.
apart from that, like, I can't choose. Davido's personality is amazing. Like, his songs. Look at the last album. That's an amazing body of work.
Yeah.
This guy is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Thank you so much for being on the show
Thank
today. We
you.
had such a nice time with you. Wishing you the best in all your endeavors to come.
you.
Many more awards.
Amen.
Many more movies.
Amen.
We're here. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. We've had our guest, and we'll go on this break, and we'll be right back afterwards.
In Nollywood, Egun, when a deceitful CEO plots to sell his company before it hits the revenue benchmark, robbing his employees of their promised rewards, a mysterious piece of black magic appears in the office. As fear grips the remaining trapped workers, they call upon a detective to unravel the enigma behind the black magic and expose the culprits before more lives are lost. Actors include Gideon Okeke, Omomi Dada, Adedimeji Lateef, Bolaji Ogunmola, Femi Jacobs, Ibrahim Itele, The Icon, Olarotimi Fakunle, Scarlett Gomez, Uzo Arukwe, amongst others. Oh, wow.
I definitely want to see this.
I really want to see it.
The angles, the camera, the dialogue, it's just beautiful. All right, in Hollywood, The Hunger Games, the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. Years before he becomes the tyrannical president of Panem, 18-year-old Coriolanus Snow, oh, that was a mouthful, remains the last hope for his fading lineage, with the 10th annual Hunger Games fast approaching. The young Snow becomes alarmed when he's assigned to mentor Lucy Greybird from District 12. Uniting their instincts for showmanship and political survey, they race against time to ultimately reveal who's a songbird and who's a snake. Actors include Rachel Ziegler, Tom Blight, Viola Davis, Dexter So Ansel, Russell Gosler, Clemens Schick, Fiona Flanagan, Hunter Schaffer, amongst others.
Oh, wow.
Yep, I heard.
I should say that.
I heard it's amazing.
Yes, I should actually.
I think Dala went for one of the red carpet events.
Oh, wow.
It was amazing and all. So I want to see it as well.
I really do want to see it too. And well, this is where we call it a day. On the show today. All right, guys, this is where we're done with cuttings. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. It's been so wonderful doing it with my sweetheart, J. Paul, Mr. Flames. And well, how about that coming from Mrs. Flames? How about that precise? All right, my name is Honeypot, and of course, we will catch you tomorrow.
Peace out.